Ponder for the day. I'm in Genesis 16 and I am studying Abraham, Sarah, and Hagar. And quite frankly, it's a dysfunctional mess. It was never the way that God intended it to be. And just because, by the way, it's in Scripture, just because it's recorded as a happening, doesn't mean that he says, that's okay, because it wasn't. You see, what happens is we have Hagar, who was an Egyptian. She was a servant, and she was a female. And she, according to society, had little or no value. She was powerless, according to society. She didn't even have power or control over her own body. And what ends up happening is she's sent, she runs away because she is treated so badly. And then, while she's out in the desert, we read that the angel of the Lord calls her, shows up and calls her by name. So my friends, it's got me thinking. The God who calls Abraham by name, the God who calls Sarah by name, even though they are not perfect, he calls them by name. He also calls Hagar by name. And it got me thinking, no matter who you are, what you think you have done or not done, God knows you, he sees you, and he calls you by name.